Ari Lennox says classic Martin jokes bother her. I draw the line. I'm going to play what Ari Lennox had to say about Martin and growing up and then rewatching it and how she feel about it. Let me play this short clip.
Pissed me off about Martin was how much he would go on Pam. Like, I know, like, and this is coming from a girl who I love me a good, like, joking ass movie. And it even when the joking movie is like, damn, like, that was fucked up. Like, you know, I'm not like too woke or something is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm honestly not, I'm problematic. I'm pretty problematic, low key. But my point is that there are some things where I draw the line and it just bothered me. Or like, I don't know, it's like Pam was so fucking beautiful and so fine. And I just feel like growing up as a chocolate girl, like, I don't even know if I was able to understand the greatness of Pam because of the light that I feel like I was being fed. You know what I'm saying? Like, of just like always going on Pam, always, like, that's all I remember. And I didn't like that. But like, so I feel conflicted because while I feel like the show is incredible and I feel like Martin is a legendary show and all of the actors and Tommy and like everybody, like legendary, amazing. Like, I adore them all. Like, you have no idea. And I adore Martin. Like, I adore him. It just would piss me off. Like the joking on Pam. I just didn't like that, you know? Like, I'll always kind of feel a way about that. Like, I think that pissed.
Virginia says, my son used Martin to cope during the pandemic, so I watched for the first time. Or did you enjoy it? I do think watching it when it was out, when it was first being presented to us, how it was received then would be a lot different versus now how we view things. Society is a lot different. Jenna says, I was struck by all the stereotypes, colorism, gender wars, classism, secret societies, Illuminati, and on. All black TV has them. Well, see, that was the thing about Martin. In the show Martin, Martin is very comparable to the TV show Moesha. As in, the lead character was not the person, he's not the good guy. He's not the one you necessarily root for all the time. He's an asshole. He's like, what's the white guy's name from the movie where he's supposed to be, Sherman Hemsley. You didn't root for him in, what's the name of the show? Moving on up. I forgot the name of the show. Sherman Hemsley, you didn't necessarily root for him. He was mean, constantly was joking on his maid and all these other people, disrespecting him. But he was like the lovable asshole. That's what Martin was. And when you talk about the colorism stuff, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I find it unfortunate that people like Ari Lennox, when he would joke on Pam, they saw themselves in Martin's jokes rather than in Pam. Because she would joke back with him. She was a successful woman. She had men constantly pining for her. She was what they would call now, at least, the empowering black woman archetype. But it's sad that she only saw herself in Martin's jokes rather than Pam herself. Because she didn't let nothing Martin say affect her. It just went on her back. She just kind of went on by her life. Like, he didn't break her confidence. So that's unfortunate. This is, my sweet son loves Martin's asshole nature. My son loves all the asshole men I watch on YouTube now. They lovable assholes, man. That's what Martin represents. He wasn't the good friend. He was not that type of friend. Martin was the one who would do all the wrong things during the show and then do the right thing at the end. He'll finally do something right then. Which showed that he knew what was right. He was just an asshole and drug his foot to do the right thing. Final note, I felt Martin low-key loved Pam versus Gina. Well, that's another part. There was an entire episode dedicated to Martin's subconscious attraction to Pam, where he kept dreaming about her. That's kind of what was kind of unsaid, but yet said somehow. But But yeah, I don't like this new thing either, where people use use society and the eyes they have now to critique and judge shows and movies from then. Especially when you get to the topic of colorism. There's entire episodes that was literally based in that and shows like different world and stuff. Like, I don't think, I just didn't see those things. I didn't see him just joking on Pam. I saw him joking on Tommy. Cole got called stupid every episode. Tommy got called broke and no job every episode. Gina got called big head every episode. It's certain, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but most people would say that this view on the show, this probably doesn't fit, but people have their opinions, I guess. I just think it's unfortunate that she saw the jokes and not, black culture blame whites for racism, but hate to take accountability for colorism. Chris said, "Go, you rent on spoons." Oh Lord. All right. But black culture to blame whites for racism, but hates to take accountability for colorism. I think people who don't see it at all are crazy. I agree. It clearly is a thing. It exists. We see it not just in the media and everyday lives. In some instances, you see it, even if it's not verbalized. Certain context clues will let you know why things are happening the way they're happening. It's because of some type of colorism is here. I get that. Like, even the idea, I seen people bring up that Gina being the light-skinned woman and Pam being the friend who's dark-skinned, who can't, quote-unquote, keep a man. I could see how people would see that as, you see, this is the colorism part. Even Pam, what was I saying? The original character was supposed to play that character. They wanted to be a heavy-set woman, which would have been, that would have really made it bad. It's a lot like when Travis always bring up that Ice Cube is lucky that in Players Club, he didn't choose a dark-skinned woman to play one of those characters, because it would have pushed the colorism thing even more. The woman in the strip club who's mean and don't care about nobody and selfish turns out to be the dark-skinned woman. Because originally that was supposed to be another person. So he's lucky he chose two light-skinned women for those roles, or it could have been a lot of rewriting for that story. Virginia says, it's just as bad as the psyche of the result of more of our collective problems we don't recognize or don't want to deal with, from my perspective anyways. Well, yeah, but I think when you go back and watch all these movies from the 90s, even I've seen a lot of women now, a lot of women are calling Love and Basketball a horror movie. I think to me, they're reading that movie totally wrong. They sent it as a selfish dude who didn't care about her, ended up getting her at the end. It's like, no, that movie was about priorities. You could take Love and Basketball and make the lead character a male, and I think more of those people who dislike it now would understand what it was about. It was about priority. It's the same thing with the Blues. In the movie Mo Better Blues with Denzel, directed by Spike Lee, that whole movie is about him finding out that him playing an instrument isn't the most important thing in his life. It's okay to love something, have a passion for it, but there's priorities. You can't worship whatever you're into. You know what I mean? That's what the movie Love and Basketball is about. You have to have priorities of what's really important in life. But anyway.